My name is Isabel Lizon, and I'm a steward of Pure Reflections. My practice is based on Tai Chi Qigong, energy healing, art, and art healing, as well as human design. And today is Mindful Mondays, so I would like to talk about the phenomenon of perception. So I was at the meeting last year at the hospice. We had a training, and the doctor was talking about main causes of death and where most patients in palliative care are at the Waterloo Region hospice. And it was a really big surprise for me to find out that majority of patients struggle with adult dementia. And even though it's not main cause of their death, the doctor was saying that it really contributes to the loss of cognitive function and the loss of bodily function, and is like an indirect cause of death. So why what does dementia and memory loss has to do with perception? Well, the thing is that perception and ability to perceive things as they are, which is always changing every moment, everything is changing. um, that is something that we lose as we age because our brain, our mind, or actually the brain structure becomes stagnant due to the fact that we start to be accustomed and used to our environment. And it's not necessarily only about the outside environment, but the environment of our thoughts, the thought patterns that we continuously repeat. So the perception plays a big role in that because I believe we can bring ourselves into each moment and perceive the changes, perceive and notice things that we haven't seen before, which will keep our mind and our brain healthy, young, renovating or like rejuvenating, renewing in each moment, which is the true nature of life, is the renewal. So I was contemplating this too, talking to my mom in the last month or so. She's 72 years old, and she was telling me how she has a hard time remembering things and just leaving the room, forgetting where something was, leaving the pot on, boiling, and forgetting about it. Well, I'm guilty of that too. And she said to me that, Isabella, it's not even about memory and the fact that I don't remember names and stuff. It's about that I just don't see things. I don't see them anymore. So she said she left her phone on the stairs, and then she proceeded looking for it everywhere. She retraced her steps, went to her neighbor. They both looked together where they went for a walk, and she couldn't find it. And then my dad found it on the stairs. And my dad made a comment, well, your brain is aging, so you cannot see it anymore. Well, my dad is a piece of work. That's besides the point. No man should be speaking that bluntly to a woman. But, he had a point there. And it really made me think about perception. So just checking the mic, it's still on. One thing that what can we do to keep our mind healthy and renewing and perceiving, noticing those things, is to engage with art. And I practice visual art. I've been painting my whole life. It's been now probably 34 years or so, maybe less. Well, it's hard. It's hard to remember. I was about 14 when I got really serious about drawing and painting and studying still life, noticing perspective, angles, light, all those things. So, and I'm 47 right now. But throughout this whole time, studying and painting and looking at objects, looking at trees, colors, shapes, every time I would do art, I still see something new. And to me, that's incredible that after engaging with creating process and trying to draw what I know, what I see, my mind has this explosion of perception. And this just happened to me yesterday. Excuse me. I was painting lily of the valley, which is a plant that I've known my whole life since I was a little girl. And I loved her so much. So I've spent hours and days probably studying this plant. And after I painted, I went for a skate, and I skied on this nature trail, which has plants growing on sides of the path. And I couldn't believe how incredible my perception was. I was seeing things I have never seen before. The way that light changes, the way that different planes coexist and interact with another, what's in front, how it, affects what's behind. You can even study it here behind me on those trees, like see the brightness of the sky. How does that color influence what's in the front and those greens? And how does the light travel through the trunk? Like part of it is obstructed. If I bet you if you tried to draw a tree, you would probably just draw branches. You wouldn't see those subtle things. And you can spend a lifetime studying that. And that is amazing. And I just couldn't believe I saw colors. I saw colors yesterday that I haven't seen before. And I've been contemplating this last year too, and I did Art for All workshop, and I brought in people to study the leaves and branches. And I noticed this myself too, that every time I painted and drew, I opened up to seeing things I haven't seen before. And I think it never ends. I mean, I'll let you know, but so far, after 30 some years, it still happens. So this week I would like to invite you, or maybe just today even, I would like to invite you to look at things the way that you have never looked before and tell yourself that I am looking at this for the first time. I am looking at you right now for the first time because I haven't been here before. This is Isabella right now. She's not the same person that was here when recorded the previous video, and she's going to be different in each moment. And the same thing is true for everything we see, the life of the world we're in. And of course, if we're in a static environment of furniture and walls, those changes are very, like, almost imperceptible. Same thing with plants. We can't see the plant grow. We need time lapses to be able to perceive it better, the movement. But the movement is always happening. We're in constant movement. So try to look at things today and say to yourself, I am looking at it for the first time. I have no idea what it is. Throwing out all the ideas about what it is and how it should look like, what it means. And this can be in relation to objects and things you see with your eyes, but it also can be in relation to sounds, to how you see yourself, how you notice yourself showing up in different situations. And then please let me know, what do you perceive today? Thank you so much.